Hi, and welcome to episode 24 of the podcast, which is another red flag, green flag, but it's not red flag, green flag, it's spend it, save it. Confused?
Yeah,
So are we.
We didn't have enough time to put props together that spend it or save it, so we just repurposed
We
the
could just get a picture like a money on there, and then like a no. What would no money be? I don't know. Anyway, we're still jet lagged, still on the beach in Bimini, but looking forward.
It's been a week since the last episode as well. I don't know what's
It
going on.
has. I don't know what's going on. Don't let them come behind the wall, the fourth wall. Break the fourth wall.
No, look behind the screen.
Curtains and fourth wall. Anyway, Faceless One, hit us with the first question, please.
Hotels budgeting more for influencers than for in-house content creation.
Don't. Next question. No, don't, because it's not legit. Everyone's suspicious of influencers now. I don't believe that anybody who's been gifted XYZ is giving across a true view of that state. I would like to see genuine user-generated content internally.
Yeah,
thoughts?
I couldn't agree anymore. I think you need to have, but it's not just having user-generated content as well. It's using it to your own advantage. It's promoting it. It's commenting on various bits or asking permission if you can use that and reposting it yourself. I think if you don't have somebody doing that, you're missing out on an opportunity. And if you're going to go to an influencer and trying to get them to influence a crowd that theoretically could be interested in where or what your property is or where you are and what it just seems it's the wrong end of the spectrum for me. And if it's an either or where you're going to put your budget, as you said, it's a red flag for me.
No brainer. Influencers should now be called advertisers. Anytime I see, use my code BEN50 for 50% off your stay, I immediately...
It doesn't have that code. I tried. I got nothing back.
50% off everything. Is
nothing back.
It's just nonsense to me. I'm immediately turned off. You have sold your soul, sir.
Venomous.
And I have nothing. Good day to you. I said good day.
I said good day.
So no, red, save. Go, next.
Community management doesn't need its own budget line. It can be handled ad hoc.
Okay. You should definitely spend... What are we agreeing on? I believe that
it was a negative. It shouldn't be, wasn't it?
Was it not?
Was that the question?
Community management doesn't need its own budget line. It can be handled ad hoc.
No, but I disagree with that. I think that it does need its own budget line. Because otherwise you get people like me and you answering people's community posts.
Yeah, no
and
problem.
Eventually...
we're going to get found out.
We're going to get found out. Someone's going to lose a job.
Yep, or an eye.
Or it's all fun and games until I guess
someone loses
an eye.
Yeah.
No, it's a specialism. I think it requires an amount of empathy, knowledge, speed, the ability to communicate with different types of people.
I think the speed is massively important. I think in the last episode we did about social listening as well.
Last week.
Yeah, last week. Yeah. I don't think we mentioned in there about the speed that you need to be responding and dealing with. It's the internet. It's like dog years. Everything's sped up. Everything can be blown up to a global event and become a huge internet meme, but then it's forgotten again. You notice the cycles are getting shorter.
Yeah.
You remember the Coldplay?
This Coldplay CEO.
Yeah.
Coldplay back in the news. They had some people on stage who were booed for being Israeli.
Really?
Yeah, it was in the news today, so that will date this particular episode.
There you go.
Coldplay can't do anything right, can they?
No. Apart from outing CEO,
outing
HR,
CEOs
and affairs.
Yeah, people really. So no, I think we can agree.
Yeah, we disagree with that.
We agree that we disagree, and that it should have its own budget. So red, green, green.
That was very complicated.
Okay, go.
Hotels don't need to budget for social listening tools. Guest reviews and comments are enough.
Hotels don't need to budget, so we're disagreeing, and we're saying that they do need to budget for some tools.
Yep,
agreed. And I mean, I'll go first. If you're a big property,
no, please go first.
I will. If you're a big property, there's no way that you can collate on a daily basis all of the comments. No. You need some kind of aggregator somewhere where they're all getting pulled into. Something that'll draw inferences, that'll stop patterns and trends. There's just not enough. And we'd go back to speed. You could do it if that's all you did, and there's a separate budget for it. but you'd be days and days behind sometimes.
Yeah, and I think you're right. It's more about the analysis because you've got reviews across so many different areas.
Yeah.
And you've got information coming in. You need to understand and find out where your bottlenecks are, where your problems are, where can you improve, and it's that marginal gain.
Yeah, agreed. So we agree that we disagree that it should have money spent on it. So green, red, green.
Yeah, no red, green, red. No red, green, green.
We are happy with our answer.
Yeah.
Next.
Final one.
Perfect.
I don't think it's perfect, but okay. Passable.
Barely.
Boosting organic posts is just another way for paying for reach.
Would I boost? Would I recommend boost?
No, I'm going to disagree with that one. I think I would boost posts. I think there's still, for not everyone.
Go on.
Not everyone. I think there's a place for it. And I think as well, if you're using UGC as well, that would obviously you've got the appropriate permissions and something that you want to highlight. I think yes, there's still a place for doing that because again, it's about reaching newer audiences. It wouldn't be my central tactic. But there is still a place for that. There should be with every social service that you've got there. If you've got somebody managing your service, an agency or whatever, there should be an additional budget there to be used almost at that discretionary level to boost posts, whatever it would be. Sometimes you just need some help. Not every post that you're going to put out there is going to catch. And the ones that do, maybe you want to put a bit more money behind it and try and push it out to a further audience.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see places where I would spend money before doing that. But then I guess it depends on tactics. If you want in reach, return, revenue. Yeah, interesting.
It depends on the total budget that you have as well. I mean, across a well-balanced budget that is spread across all channels, and you've got a healthy overall budget for your marketing because you're investing in your future growth, then yeah, if there is, there's a little bit there. It doesn't need to be a lot. I mean, look at some of the clients that we have in social. We are boosting posts there, but it's not a lot of money. It's not thousands and thousands or tens of thousands. It's certainly not that much. Even for some of the bigger hotels that we do it for.
Okay, I think this is different because regardless of the budgets or regardless of the size of property, I think we would agree that all the previous questions, yes, you need tools, you should have separate this. But I think this question is probably, it depends on the budget you've got. So
definitely.
Depends. So I'll go that.
What colour is that? Is that brown?
No, it's like, it's sort of like yes, but it depends if you've got the money. If you don't have the money.
Healthy budget, yes.
Healthy budget.
Yeah.
Leprosy budget, unhealthy budget, that.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad. I'm happy we got to the bottom of that.
AI tools can replace a dedicated social media manager.
It can replace Ben, but not a dedicated. Right now, and me probably today. I think
today, yeah, I can be replaced by a baked potato.
From an AI baked potato.
From regular, unbaked, even like a raw potato.
Yeah. Just what with no butter, nothing. Just a baked potato.
No, I don't think we're there yet.
No,
I think we're a long way away from. Not a long way away. We're getting closer, but we're not there yet. I don't think hallucinations. Also, I'd feel really, I don't know, unappreciated if I just got like a mechanical response. I would really feel very unwelcomed. Hi guys, want to say loved it, really appreciated the effort of XYZ at the check-in desk or the ABC, the porter, and they're like, great! Exclamation mark. Thank you, double M dash, for your kind comments. Blah blah. Like, do you appreciate them, or have you just fed me to a computer?
Yeah, and I think that's more the limitations of AI tools at the moment. I think in theory, you could probably build something bespoke and custom to your hotel and your needs that would understand everything else. But the sheer cost of doing that and the fact that it still won't be 100%, or not even close to 100%, even after putting all that investment in, where it would be far better to have a person who understands it. But then again, this is the thing. People aren't 100%. People aren't perfect. They're going to make mistakes. You're going to post something that maybe not quite hits or might have a spelling mistake in it. We've seen that. Everybody's seen that.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a balance here, but I still don't think just a generic AI tool that exists right now can even come close to a community manager.
I think one day, having humans on a front desk will be an amenity. Amenity. I think it'd be something that.
I thought you were going to say an enigma.
No, I think there's a hotel, isn't there, that has the check in and check out of the virtual desks. But I saw a video. You go up to this kiosk and it's outsourced. You check in with somebody that's halfway across the world. So they're outsourcing checking in and out.
Yeah, well, you've got all of the app check-ins now as well, so you can do it yourself. You don't even need to. You're straight in. You don't even need to go to the front desk.
But I just eventually I think having people is going to be a different
luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to talk to a real life person.
Yeah.
Until then, you bring robots in, and then it's all kettle of fish. But I think we have agreed on disagreeing.
I can't remember what that was. Yeah.
Yeah. Next.
One big photo shoot a year is enough content to fuel social strategy.
I mean, if you fake all 4 seasons in one photo shoot, then why not?
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Like buckets here, lads. Oh, it's the
Hurry
Easter
up,
bunny.
take the pictures. Take the pictures.
It's a big old fat sweaty Santa. Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Sweatmas.
Very sweat. Can you turn his mic off?
What was that talking baking potato?
Baked potato. I disagree. I don't think it's enough. I think sometimes hotels shy away from this because of the cost. But it doesn't have to be all singing or dancing, a 4-day shoot with 12 models and costume changes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You can just get professionals in to do it in half a day. I think it depends, really. If you are a seasonal property, for example, hark back to the DC photo shoots we did. DC is very different in spring, summer, winter, fall, autumn. I think it looks entirely different across those seasons, and I think if you're putting out content, it needs to reflect the differences there. Whereas if it's somebody that's pretty warm all year round, you probably could get away with big fat sweaty Santa suit.
I agree. I'm not allowed to talk anymore. Next question.
If you don't have the money, you're fine.
LinkedIn isn't worth budgeting for unless you're a corporate hotel brand.
Well, that's a tough one.
You would have to have exhausted every single channel.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go red with that one. Yeah,
every single channel before you start going, hey, guys, we've got to the bottom of the barrel. We need to go through the barrel into the floor.
Yeah, I think LinkedIn's, it has its place. It is an incredibly useful platform. But I think for booking hotel rooms, perhaps not.
I would agree solidly.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, disagree if you want to. I think so.
Yeah.
User-generated content should come for free. You shouldn't need to incentivize it.
I think I agree with that one. I think you should, as a property, as a hotel, as a business, you should be doing everything that you can to encourage the experience of whilst you're being there, and that in itself will create user-generated content. The difficulty is going to come is if you haven't got a lot going on with your property. That's where it's going to be difficult. People are not going to, but you're still going to get user-generated content in there, even with the basic of boxes.
Yeah, because as soon as you start to give something for it, it becomes a transaction.
Yeah,
and it's not completely unbiased because you're having to give something to get the content.
You can kind of see it when you're going on there and you're looking like you have not been to the property and you're going on there or not been to whatever business it is. You can see it. It's like, because it's never a sustained campaign, because there'll be a massive glut of reviews or things like that because people want the incentive, whatever, and then it'll trail off. And so there's no consistency there. That for me is always a bit of a, like, oh, you tried it, it didn't work, and now we're not interested in social media anymore. It's a channel, it doesn't work for us.
Yeah, UGC should be given freely and should be an accurate reflection. I think as soon as it turns into a transaction, I'm switched off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not every business as well. I mean, some of them, you can see like giveaways and things like that. But again, it's
even you're getting something for giving the content. oh, I'm going to edit this video a little bit, stick a filter on it so it stands out, blah, blah, blah. And then it's not the experience anymore. It's some kind of, permatanned Instagram experience.
True.
On that, giveaways are a waste of budget because they don't drive real bookings.
Giveaway, I mean, unless I win. Again, it would be very low down the... But then it depends what you're giving away, because you can just give away a room night.
Yeah.
And then have it very little cost other than, cleaning the room.
I think for me, again, it comes down to consistency. Like, if you just do a one-off...
it's a good question, though.
If you're just doing a one-off, you might get a spike, in engagement. But I mean, again, this is the thing; it needs to be consistent engagement. So if you're going to use that as a tactic, I think it needs to be a regular tactic. Now, whatever regular is going to be dependent on each individual property. Is that once a month, once a quarter, once a year? Who knows? But there needs to be some kind of consistency with it, because again, it's about audience building. You're going to be building. You want to be building followers, building people who are interested in your product and your brand. Whether that's a high-end luxury or a luxury property, and it's people who are aspiring to go there, and you're giving them the opportunity to do so, which they might not normally, afford to. Yeah. Or whether it's something that's a bit more convenient. It's an airport hotel, big business, audience. And you're just giving something back. Hey, next time you're going to stay for free. Or, in fact, it's probably been paid for by corporate, so next time, dinner's on us. There's a bit, there's different things that you can do, but again, it's going to depend on that. And again, it's about consistency. I think just doing a one-off thing for me doesn't work.
I have nothing smart to add to that.
There we go.
Last question. You don't need to think about SEO when designing a bespoke social media strategy.
Yeah, that's out of left field. You don't need to think about SEO when you're designing a bespoke social media strategy.
I disagree.
I think...
Yeah, because with the new SERP results that are coming through now, where social media is ranking in SEO a lot higher than it has done previously, that's become even more relevant, even more important. I think understanding how it's going to rankings in search results is now something that is much more at the forefront of the mind than just creating a nice post or a nice TikTok or whatever it's going to be. I'm dumbing it down a bit there, but yeah, nice TikTok.
Yeah. And conversationally as well, from those kind of searches, I think everything, you can't design one strategy standalone, because when these models get their information from all these multiple sources, everything's sort of interlinked, and you're going to have to make sure it's all reflective and all up to date. I don't think you can design any strategy now in isolation.
No.
I think with a view to the future.
Well, I mean, look at SEO, because you've now got AIEIO, GEO.
Geo. I think we agreed 4 episodes ago.
I think you agreed Geo.
As a company, we agreed Geo.
I think the rest of the internet is still...
I had a guy, there was a post, there was like 7 different things, what we're going to call it. We have a poll. Just come on, man.
Just pick one. Just pick one.
Everyone's tired of going AIG or SEO, SO. It was a conversational optimization engine.
What?
I know you're just putting words together now, mate, for engagement's sake.
I bet ChatGPT came up with that one as well.
Probably. Or like the brain naming itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you throw GEO into the mix alongside SEO. It's the same but different. There's different factors and different influencing parts of that, of which community management and social media actually play a part of, especially for hotels. We realise that when some of the research that we've been doing with the tools that we're using around GEO, TripAdvisor is hugely influential upon the results for various keywords within large language models. Obviously, not quite social media in the traditional sense of the term, but it certainly falls under that community management, which generally falls under social media as well. So the interlinked nature of reviews, responses to reviews, to every other channel that's going on there it's becoming more blurred now. It's definitely becoming more blurred than, probably more so than it was only a couple of years ago.
I agree.
There we go.
Right. You could wrap this episode up.
Who, me?
You go.
That was episode 24. That was red flag, green flag. And I think you'll agree that we didn't really use the flags that much. But hey, we gave it a go. Thanks very much. We'll see you on the next one.